Good morning and welcome to Zen Fits here in Blackstone, Virginia on a beautiful, thank God it's Friday. You know, the good thing about being retired is that you no longer have to thank God for Friday or Hump Day or Blue Monday or any day of the week. It's all one day. I'm free from the calendar. Free from the calendar. It's a great thing. So the idea for today's talk just came out from, I was writing on a Buddhist group and about meditation. So I decided to make a talk of it, and it's what I practice. And this is everything I talk about here is my practice, what I do, and it doesn't come from a script or it doesn't come from any authority. I'm not quoting any, I'm just quoting my experience. So don't compare what I say to some authority, so-and-so and so-and-so and everything, because I'm speaking from my own experience, the way I work it out. So I don't don't hold me to authorities, you see. Anyway, the three ways of meditating that I explore and I sense is happening in my life is that the first one is, which is probably most common, is just called concentration. You sit and you concentrate on, particularly Zen likes the breath. You just concentrate on being aware of the breath, or maybe it's a mantra. Or you can use a picture, you know, a sunset, or a picture of a guru, or Jesus hanging on the wall, or whatever. So this is like an object of meditation, and you practice just holding your consciousness on the breath, and you notice when your thinking comes along like geese and goes honk 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 honk, and your thinking wants you to go with it. And you go with it, and then you say, oh, the breath, and you come back to the breath, you see. And the geese come back, honk, 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 and you go with where are they going? Maybe they're going to Miami. And then it's, oh, breath, and you come back to breath. Honk, 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 honk. It's like breaking news under a CNN screen, you know, the breaking news. Then you're watching some visual there, and the breaking news, and the copy comes across like a ticker tape, and you want to go look at it, you want to read it. Where's it going? What's the breaking news? What's the breaking news, you see? And you'll notice that you can't be inhabit the visual. You can't be the visual and read the text at the same time. This takes two different minds. You can't read the text and be involved in the visual presentation. You know, it's kind of like, anyway, that's a good metaphor for concentration, where you concentrate on some object. And ticker tape comes along, tick, 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 tick. Honk, geese, I like that, geese, honk, 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 go with me, go with me, go with me, and you go with them. But eventually you'll come to a place where the geese come by, honk, 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 and you stay with the breath. You don't go with them. And then that opens up to the next stage of meditation, which I love. Even this talk is a meditation. In the sense that this is kind of like a active passive meditation, in that you actively engage a topic like I'm doing right here. So I'm meditating on this as I talk. I'm meditating. In other words, the idea is the three ways of meditation. So now I'm talking about that, but I'm discovering it as I talk about it. In other words, the idea is revealing itself to me as I talk to you. So this is not like I'm reading a script. I've already written it all out, and I'm just reading a screen here behind here with the words on it. You know, what is that, teleprompter? I'm reading a teleprompter and all that. You see, I'm not being prompted. So all meditation is like that when it leaves the cushion. But first you have to train the mind to sit and not go with the geese, not fly away with the geese, you see. You got to train the mind to sit. You know, that takes effort, concentration. It's a practice. But the next stage then moves in when you can sit with anything. So whatever you're engaging in, any competition, a movie, you're watching a movie, and you're sitting with the movie, and suddenly the meditation clicks in, and the movie, after the movie reveals itself to you, and you see the deeper aspects of the movie. You see what's below the surface of the movie. You stop just concentrating on the movie, but you release concentration. So maybe that's what the second stage is. It's first you learn to steady the mind, and then you pick something that's of interest to you. There has to be an interest, a curiosity. I want to know what this is, and you steady the mind on that idea, a subject about it, maybe a paper, whatever. Maybe it's a poem. It could be anything. You see, a project, and by steadying the mind on it, but not trying to impose what you know on it or calculate what to do, you allow what your object of meditation is to reveal itself to you. And this leads to the third stage of meditation in my practice, which I call contemplation. So contemplation is basically not concentrating and not meditating on a particular subject, but just allowing the situation to be as it is. Just allowing life to be as it is, what it is, without imposing any desire on it or any calculation. I should be this way or that, and how should I get there if I do this or that? The weighing mind, the calculating mind, that's put aside. You put that aside. The choosing mind, you put choosing aside. You just allow yourself to be in the situation. So when you're meditating on the cushion, then you don't focus on the breath, and you just allow yourself to be, and the mind can do what it wants, but you don't go with it. You see, you just allow. And so when you allow a situation to be what it is, in contemplation, the light of knowing is revealed through the situation. And you just know deeper into the situation. You see through it. See, all situations that we're in are experiences that are frozen in language. And so we know what they are because of our language. It's language's words fix experience into the known. I know what this experience is because I got names for everything, you see. And then I can describe it to somebody else by using words. So words fix the experience. So for me, contemplation is allowing the experience to be free from words. Allowing, and everything is an experience. There's really only one experience with different content, It's like I keep saying, there's only one situation with different faces. You think there's different situations, but we're always in this situation. But the surface of the content of the situation, whether I'm at school or work or at home, this is content. That changes, and I think I'm in a different situation, but I'm really in just one situation. So contemplation is kind of like the power of the situation. Eckhart Tolle called it the power of now. Well, I'm saying it's the power of the situation where you, as the knower that knows a situation, is kind of like a constant burning light, you see, that is always present, no matter what situation it finds itself in, because the situation is kind of like a shade over a lamp, or it's like the GPS navigator. If you notice on the GPS navigator, the little X where your car is really isn't moving. The world boots around it. So you're always in that little spot, but it isn't moving like an ant on a map, you see. The world is moving. So you're always in this situation, and that is kind of like, for me, what contemplation opens up, is that I'm always now in this situation, and what is constant in this impermanence is knowing. You see. So knowing is always the constant brightness of the situation that's always moving around you. So contemplation kind of like awakens that knowing that is always at home. Coming and going, you never leave home, says Zen. So coming and going, you never leave knowing. You never leave knowing that I am. You never leave knowing that I am. Thanks for dropping in. Got it. Close off.